The Kardasim Podcast.
The Kardasim Podcast.
The Kardasim Podcast. Listen if you want to.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Kardasim Podcast.
And what a beautiful day it is.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it's fine.
You're welcome. Okay, thanks, Kourtney, for that.
It's a beautiful day.
It's fine, apparently. But
And it's a beautiful day. You want to know why? Because you're listening to the Kardasim Podcast.
That's right.
Wow.
And you're listening to the Kardasim Podcast
We're
with
gonna be
none only the
positive this
creator
podcast.
of Glow, 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 who did an incredible video.
That was great.
It was
did.
excellent. It was just pure. Like, I highly recommend you go to SimGM Productions or like on the TikTok or whatever. Just find it. Be sure to grab merch at shopsimgm.com. It's still available. Great things. By the way, I hope everybody's enjoying their audios. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Your personal messages.
That was literally
Yeah,
a
that was
lot of
fun.
work. And for some reason, people like
Wow, way to
asked me
complain.
asked me to cry. And I don't know like where
Why?
that comes from.
Well,
Like,
if
Is
they
it
pay
hard?
for it, you got to give them what they want.
but I've
Is it
never
hard to-
cried. Like,
is it
that
hard to
part of
cry on
somebody-
demand?
Is that somebody else's like brand or something? Like,
No,
I've
it's
never
yours.
cried.
So is it hard to like cry on demand? Is that it? Is it because it just has to come like within?
Yeah.
Well,
it
no,
needs to
most-
be mean.
Genuine.
Most of the time it came naturally, but it was weird because I don't do it a lot. You know what I mean?
No.
Sure.
I don't
I don't.
cry a lot. So
Okay. That's
it
an
was
opinion.
it was a weird request, but like you know,
Not that
Well,
weird.
But besides that, be sure to grab the other merch that's on there. But thank you so much once again for everybody who got those messages. I hope you're enjoying them. So you left your questions and comments for us at simgproductions.com/podcast. And now we are responding. Okay, so the first one is from unknown member and Scott Rodenzire.
yeah,
Rodenzire.
we've said that name like 1,000 times, and yet
What?
Scott R.
No, it's Rodenzire. Have some respect.
Rodenzire.
An unknown
Kind of
member. What a
that's
mystery.
a cool last name.
An unknown member. What a original, like, it's very mysterious, right, ladies? Very
I think that's what it says when you don't enter a name.
Well, way to take the steam out of that, Kim. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Anyway,
That's what she does.
let's keep it mysterious, right? Let's keep it mysterious. Now I'm going to read this. It says, unknown member. Hello to the most cool and calm sister, Kourtney. The
What's
real
up?
fighter.
Live.
The real fighter and survivor and watermelon sister Khloe. Hello. And flat businesswoman Kerm. Kem. My main reason for commenting here is about cum. Oh my God, what the hell is the new Glow, Glow, Glow skin refresher? Honey, I watched the video of you trying it and you looked like a stupid bitch. Maybe because you are one. But anyway, Kim, you need immediate help. Something or everything is wrong. P.S. Khloe, you deserve the world because Booty Booty Pop Juice is amazing.
I wish you guys could see what Booty Booty Pop Juice does for a person, because it's the most
it helps.
negative.
They know what it does. Honey, have you seen my booty?
It's the most negative experience that a person can experience.
But
And honestly,
Yeah,
I might
using
sue.
your products.
now, do
I
you want
might
me to?
sue.
But you've used your own product now, so like, what's there to sue? You know what I mean?
My product did exactly what it said it was going to do.
I'm just glad you finally came through and did that video.
I
knew
did the
you would.
tutorial. Well, Mom made me. I did the tutorial.
And I told Mom to do it.
And it did exactly what it was going to do. The Glow, Glow, Glow skin refresher, refreshing.
Burned
my
you
skin.
alive.
Well, let's see what Scott has to say.
Hi, sisters, except Kim. My question is for Kourtney and Khloe. How did it feel watching Kim finally put on the Glow, Glow, Glow in the short? In short, it was freaking awesome. Was it satisfying to see her go through that unbearable pain and suffering?
Oh my
The same
God,
kind
these
of
are
pain
such lies.
and suffering felt by several people across the globe. I especially loved when she started crying at the end. Anyways, love you, Kourtney and Khloe, especially especially your guys' product, No, 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 and Booty Booty Pop Juice. Kim, screw you. Hashtag stay watermelon, Kourtney and Khloe. Well, thank you, Scott.
Here's the thing. A lot of people
and we loved it. And it was just so, it was worth the wait.
Well, I'm glad you liked it because it was doing what it was supposed to do. It refreshed my skin.
Oh, really?
In order for your skin to be refreshed, you have to lose that layer of skin.
No.
That's literally just nature.
Including
we all shed skin.
Right. So your eyes went blood red and you got boil on your nose. That's all part of the product.
That is a temporary symptom
poetic justice.
For a full effect. And I was crying tears of joy at the end.
No.
And what the thing is about these editors and shorts and this YouTube world is that they cut things before you actually say what you want to say. So there's no context.
They cut it before you could react to the product.
I was crying. The full sentence I said was, "Why is this so amazing?"
No.
And they cut it right after why.
You're such a...
Mom was on set and I asked her for all the deets because I wanted
that mom's
this
a liar.
Moment. No. I think in this moment, I think she's being very truthful. And I said, Mom, how'd it go? How did her product go? And she's just like, well, honey, she's in the hospital right now, but the doctors say she's going to be okay.
And Kim, it's interesting how you happen to have paramedics on standby on set.
Well, you never know if somebody might get overheated or they might, somebody can be injured.
It's because you knew what would happen to you.
It's for the crew.
Yeah, you went you went straight over to an emergency face wash right after that, okay?
That's part of the instructions.
Oh, right, all 12 pages of your instructions that I'm sure you read.
It's right there on page 11, section B, number 2. You're supposed to wash your face immediately after you put the skin refresher on so that the skin can come off.
Well,
great.
The common sim can't afford to have paramedics on standby and try your product.
Then you shouldn't buy the product. You have to be, the thing is that you have to always be prepared. And that's what you do as a business owner. And I might sue the people at SimGM Productions for cutting my video short and not showing the full
going
context.
In the ambulance to the hospital. You want them to see all of that. I'd be happy for them to see that.
No, cutting when I had said why, as if I just said why, that's called dishonesty.
You said why is it burning so badly? That's what Mom told me.
Why is this so you can't listen to Chris and you know that.
Anyway,
we usually don't, but you're lying.
But anyway, I highly recommend the short. I highly recommend it. I can't recommend the product. Cannot, but I recommend
I do. I recommend you get the Glow and look out because there might be another Glow Skin Refresher 2.0. And this time it means business. Yeah.
Okay, great.
So it'll kill you faster.
Yeah.
It will kill that skin faster.
So we're going to see your skull this time. Okay, great. All right. Well, moving on. Thank you so much for your questions. And yes, that video is just chef's kiss. It's just amazing.
It's what everybody asked for. And
it's what I asked for over and over. And the people heard me and they said, yes, queen,
and guess what? And guess what? Sales are through the ground.
They sure are.
Yeah, as they should be.
Anyway, so moving on to our next comment or question. It's from This Is My Username.
Now that's unique.
Yeah,
very unique. Unless once again, it's just something that is just automated.
I think they did that. They thought that up, and this might be a future business person.
Okay, well,
Well, we'll see if I'll take that back.
Yeah,
we'll see. Okay, but no, go with what your initial thought is. Whatever your initial thought is usually right. Anyway, so their question is, or whatever it is, hey, Kardasim sisters, I am a longtime listener, and this is a cry for help. Oh, boy. Well,
a great start.
I hope we can help you. My country was...
Unless you're asking for money.
Kim, shut up. My country was completely destroyed because of the new Glowzilla 2000. What?
That's
There's another one.
Make believe is so strong.
They're just cropping up everywhere.
Farting around acidic farts and blowing up the whole country. Kim rode her mutant lizard assistants to my destroyed country and posted mini Glowzillas to guard the borders of the country.
Wow.
I don't know who they saw that. Sometimes I send out a double.
Maybe
So
it was the acidic
possible.
farts messing with their brains. Kim.
That's
new.
Imagination can be very strong sometimes.
I decided to escape, so I made a run for it. I somehow managed to cross the borders, and outside there was a desert. I traveled for days without food and water. Eventually, I found a mini pond. Oh, thank God they found some H2O. I drank out of it.
Can you drink pond water?
I don't know, but they seem pretty desperate, Kim.
Yeah, they needed to replenish.
There are ponds in the desert.
I drank out of it expecting it to be normal water. Oh boy. But as soon as I drank it, I started growing brown lizard scales all over my body.
Wow.
My legs and arms turned into cockroach limbs. I looked into the pond reflection and my face was Kim's face. I screamed and fell over into a ditch. In the ditch, underground, I found a second underground Vanish headquarters. I ordered a no house size box and made a temporary camp. Oh my God, Kourtney, those seem to come in handy, it seems.
They do.
How did
really
they have
do.
cell service, first of all?
Okay, that's your question after reading all of this, after what I just read?
Yeah.
They did everything they could in the circumstance, and they got what they needed.
Yeah, so they ordered this no box as a temporary camp to find out what was up. Kim, you may have deformed me completely, but I will find out what is up with your stupid bitch company, no matter what. I don't even know what to say.
What an adventure.
First of all, as a lawyer, I'm able to really analytical this and be able to see, what all the flaws in this definitely false story. First of all, if your legs and arms are no longer legs and arms and they are cockroach limbs, tell me this. How...
If you're about to ask how did they write this message?
How did they, first of all, that's a good question,
We know that there's many cockroach survivors that have
so we know it's possible.
How did they dial or get on their phone to order a no box? And how did they send this message?
The same way all the other
did
cockroaches.
Did they have to slap the keys?
I don't know.
I think
Kim,
they bounced backwards on their little shells.
Yeah. They fell underground and I'm just picturing them like falling and they're just landing on their back and they're like legs wobbling. Like
it's not good if they land on their back though, right?
I have no idea.
All the better to step on them.
We need to find something to help these people to transform them back into human beings.
Well,
We've
got
what? Godzillas and cockroaches out there.
This is my username. You have a beautiful face from the sounds of it.
This is terrifying.
There's always a positive.
This is worse than The Fly or The Thing combined. Like this is some horror. Like I don't want to know what this looks like. I'm sorry, honey. I'm so sorry.
And if you can go by
to have that face. My God.
Your name could be Kimockroach.
They don't give them a name. They don't want a name. They want answers.
This is their new life. And honestly, I had nothing to do with it, but the fact that they found a pond, did I make them go to that pond and drink that water?
Apparently you did. Apparently you did. Because you got on a giant lizard apparently with your little army.
Me.
Okay, then who was it?
Me. I have a body double, and this wasn't my idea, but Vanish was like, okay, for your safety, you're going to have a body double.
Oh, right. Like to avoid the paparazzi,
what that body double does, I don't know. I can't even ride a horse.
You don't know what people are doing with your face?
You have an evil...
I don't know what that is, but...
So you signed away your likeness to an evil clone? Is that what you're trying to say?
I didn't sign away my likeness. I just agreed that somebody could look like me.
That's stupid.
And this is for my safety. Like, this is what you have to do when you have a giant business.
And apparently there's a second Vanish.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Where
underground.
They open up their locations, I have no control. But if they're growing and they're spreading, they're just doing what a good business does, and that's opening new locations.
Under a ditch somewhere.
Underground. Like, straight up, like it doesn't get more evil. Anyway.
Have you ever heard of bomb shelters, Khloe?
Yes, I
Would
have.
you put those above ground?
A lot of our listeners have mentioned how they've gone to shelters because of your actions.
Yeah, you need the bomb shelter to avoid glow, glow, glow catastrophe.
Okay, moving on because, like, yeah, I'm sorry, but, stay strong out there. Kim's empty strawberry soda can.
That is
okay.
Very descriptive.
I love it.
They spelled
And why would I have an empty strawberry? Well, it would be emptied because I would throw it out.
I'm not going to argue about this anymore. I'm done with that. Honestly. Anyway, getting to your message you have here. It says, hello to my favorite Kardasim sisters, Khloe and Kourtney.
Wow.
Hello, how are you?
There's a typo. They forgot to put in my name. It's fine.
I have a question for your psychotic and delusional sister, Cum. You girls know Prudence and Zach, right? Yeah, we know them.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, they have been in so many scary situations trying and escaping supernatural beings like the monster from the back rooms, animatronics, Huggy Wuggy, Granny, some monsters from Dead by Daylight, Siren Head, and recently Granny again, but now with Grandpa. This leads to my question for the biochemist Cum. Are the monsters that Prudence and Zach try to escape from your failed test subjects? I see that sometimes in the comments.
That's interesting.
People saying, like, I think Prudence and Zach are dealing with the glow, glow, glow monster here and all that. Like, people are speculating.
People like theories.
But you're the biochemist, so. Like,
first of all, we don't look at test subjects as failures. We just look at them.
So you admit it.
And you release them in the wild or they escape.
No, they get paid their $2 for their time. And then they're sent home. Where they go after that, we don't pay for services to drive them directly back home. We just let them out of the building, and wherever they go is where they go, and they usually have a great time.
Great.
They tell us how they love the product.
Oh, yeah, just like how they cockroaches and yeah, great. And
it's interesting that they bring up the back rooms because I once did. Like, we didn't do business.
Oh, my God.
But there was something,
why am I not surprised?
People in suits who were, like, wanting to do a collaboration with us. But, some things work out. Sometimes they don't.
That does not surprise me in the least.
But I think the Backrooms is just like a club or something. That's what I heard.
Oh, sure.
It does sound like a club.
Yeah.
And to finish what they were saying, they said, and when you vanish them, do they just randomly go to a random place because you don't know what to do with them?
Again, they're released. They're with us for a short period. Like, if you've ever dealt with, like, test subjects, you know that you test them for a short time and then they're released.
To cause destruction and havoc.
No, they're released to do whatever they do past the glow, glow, glow factory doors.
I guess you have them sign contracts to say you're not liable.
Yeah.
Right?
As if you let them purposely leave the doors. They escape.
There's a 64-page contract that they have to sign.
Anyways, love your new review for your new bioweapon product, Glow, Glow, Glow Skin Refresher. I'm sure people will start buying it now.
Yep.
Stay Waterman, Khloe,
that
and
sounds
Kourtney.
sarcastic.
Yeah, it does sound very sarcastic.
No, I think they're being honest. And honestly, yeah, like I said, sales are through the ground and it's doing better than never. So
yeah, certainly is. So what you're saying is that the things that those two siblings deal with has nothing to do with you as of now.
Absolutely not.
That we know of.
No one can really connect it, but I think there is something.
There probably is.
like what those two teenagers get up to, those wild and crazy teenagers, have nothing to do with me. Like Glow is a thriving business, and the aftermath.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. She wasn't even finishing her sentence. Anyway, if anything, if there's any connections that we've learned today, is that there may be something going on in the back rooms that has to do with cum. That's all I know. That's all that I may know. Because like that place is such a mystery. Who knows? But she just said verbatim that some of the people in that facility, whatever the hell that thing is, wanted to work with her. So listen.
I'm pretty sure it does
sound like a nightclub, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a nightclub, the back rooms.
Maybe we should go one day.
It had we could visit possibly.
I'm good.
It had like levels and everything. I've never heard of a like club that has different levels.
It sounds kind of exciting.
I saw the video of those two dealing with that. Last thing I want to do is go in there. Like,
I think they went somewhere else. I'm pretty sure that was somewhere else.
No, I think you know exactly who they were. Those yellow people in those suits were probably on their way to go to a Glow meeting, weren't they?
Well, have you ever been to a factory with makeup and chemicals? You have to make sure you're suited up correctly.
Not like that.
Anyway, thank you so much for your question or your theory, Kim's empty strawberry soda can. Truth is, the world may never know, honey. Truth, world may never know.
A Tootsie Pop.
What?
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Are you trying to distract from the truth?
No, the world may never know. That's the slogan.
Oh my God.
Shut up.
We can make glow Tootsie.
Shut up.
That's so watermelon. The watermelon. Welcome to segment 2, That's So Watermelon, where we're given 5 random topics and we decide if each thing is so watermelon or so not watermelon. First,
Kim, I'm curious.
What?
Did the people who asked for your voice recording ask for you to talk like this?
I mean, they asked me to speak as I always speak.
Not a single one, Kourtney. Not one asked for that.
They asked me to speak how I always speak because this is just my voice.
For that fake biochemist.
Oh my God.
Voice
this is
over
just
there.
my voice. And I was just speaking.
Yeah, that is just your voice.
Yeah, what I just did when I read where we're given 5
your
random
voice
topics.
right now.
The way she's talking right now.
I did my intro.
Mm-hmm. The way she's talking right now, this is Kim. But when she speaks that way, she's cum.
You guys are so like out of line with voices, and like your hearing is like not.
First topic.
First topic.
Oh my
Met Gala. So watermelon or so not watermelon?
The Met Gala, I wasn't there.
For us, it's the Sim Gala.
Yeah, the Sim Gala. And it was a completely different subject. It was a different subject, like from the human version. And the Sim version.
No, go ahead.
No, what I was saying is that at the Sim version, it wasn't camp. It wasn't, honoring anybody. It was just wear something stupid. And that's what we went with. I was just like, oh, that's a weird, like, wear something stupid. So I put on on my, like, I had like a dress on because I was invited. I had a dress on and I had like a big photo of Kim on my the front of my shirt, and then on my butt I had Kourtney, and I said, "My stupid bitches," and that's what I wanted to honor. I wanted to honor my sisters, and it was for you, you stupid bitches.
I didn't run into you that night, but what I wore. Because you told me you were wearing something different when we were in the dressing room together.
Surprise!
Yeah. What I wore for my Sim Gala was, because the outfits were supposed to be stupid, I actually put on, I had my designer make a whole bunch of the Booty Pop juice. I had them take the bottles. They cut them up into a dress. It was very like couture.
Oh,
and then
no wonder it was gorgeous.
And then for the hat, I had on a no box that had been cut up into a nice, like, fashionable hat moment.
It's very versatile.
Wow,
yeah.
You wore something that Sim Marilyn didn't wear. I'm so surprised.
Yeah, I tried to get a hold of her pink dress from that one movie.
But when you heard that it was for stupid, you decided to switch it up and put on some beautiful products.
Well, we appreciate you advertising.
Yes,
our
thank you for that
businesses.
I was not
advertisement.
advertising. I was showing how it could be destroyed and how it does destroy the earth. Like, you guys don't think about the implications of what it's doing to this earth. And honestly.
Wow. Says the Glowzilla biochemist creator.
You said something?
Oh my God.
Okay, so I wore a dress that had a bunch of oranges. And then attached was a bunch of cans.
You were supposed to wear
orange
something
soda.
stupid, though.
That's very clever.
Yeah.
But you were supposed to wear something stupid, so why would you wear the best drink known
Orange
to
soda
mankind?
is stupid.
It
so
is
it worked
stupid.
out.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. That's brilliant. Truly. Did you come up with that on your own?
And then
Pretty
Kylie just
much.
wore a dress.
Hmm.
A
Wow.
simple red dress.
Yeah.
So I also like to go to the Met Gala in case someone falls.
Yeah, you
that's
just like to
always
watch
pretty
people
great.
trip, don't you?
I mean,
Mariah was there. She just had somebody lift her up and just like walk her around.
yeah, if you could call that walking.
She glides.
Yeah, she
was
wasn't.
pretty much being lifted just enough off the ground that her feet were like an inch off, so she looked like she was gliding.
Just like a floating angel.
And she wasn't wearing heels, so I don't know. That's not an excuse. But yeah, so that's our thoughts of the Met Gala, the Sim Met Gala.
Well, the Sim Gala.
Yeah, it was so watermelon.
Yeah, so the Sim Gala
watermelon.
is so watermelon.
Next topic, Mother's Day. So watermelon or so not watermelon?
Well, I think it's a good day if your mother,
Is
doesn't
a good mother.
doesn't put you through so much.
Right.
You know what I mean? So on Mother's Day, we just call mom and I'll just be like, hey, mom, happy Mother's Day. And she'll be
And
like,
then
oh,
we
thanks,
have
honey.
to,
I'm like, okay, I love you. And I hang up.
Yeah, we're kind of forced to contact her.
I give her a little bit more time on Mother's Day, so I give her at least a minute 30.
That's really generous.
Instead of your usual
it's
30.
Mother's Day. That's what we do. You have to be. I'm a giving child. Like I'm a very great daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my gift to her.
Sometimes.
That's my gift to her. A minute 30.
Kourtney.
And you know what? She appreciates it.
I just give her money.
Oh, I mean, like she's already made so much money off of us. So it's like,
For
why?
That's what everyone else does. So why not do what everyone else does? They give their mom money.
Yeah,
What,
I have
like
my
20,000?
assistant send a card and I'd be like, there you go, love you,
Yeah.
and stuff. But what do you?
we're good.
But what do you?
We're good daughters.
I mean, what do you get the mother who has the best daughters? Like,
Yeah,
what do you
I
get
know.
her? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we are her gifts.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know, we like the gift that keeps on giving. So, like, happy Mother's
you
Day.
know what? And tell that to your mother, those who, or your guardian, or whoever you consider your mother. Like, tell them, I am your gift.
Exactly.
And they'll appreciate that. Every mother will accept that as a gift.
Exactly.
Every single one.
Yep.
They won't be disappointed at all.
So walk into your mother's room and on Mother's Day and say Happy Mother's Day, and you say, "Here I am."
Yeah, here I am.
That's what you
This
should
day
do.
wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me being here.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It'll turn out fine.
Yeah, it'll be great. Promise.
And there's nothing a mother appreciates more.
So with that being said, Mother's Day is so watermelon because it's truly an appreciation of all the people that make them
The mothers that deserve it. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Next topic, alarm clocks. So watermelon or so not watermelon?
I've never owned an alarm clock, so
How have you never
Really?
owned an alarm
Like,
clock?
yeah, then how do you get up sometimes?
my body just knows.
What if you have like an event or something coming up and you don't have like an alarm to go off?
No, I just read the time and then my body just knows what time to wake up.
How do you read the time if you're asleep?
I read the time before I go to bed.
And then how do you know?
Listen,
That literally
I
makes-
tell my internal clock, hey, you got to wake up at 5:30.
Listen, I get the internal clock argument that sometimes our bodies wake up around the time that we know our alarm's gonna wake us up. But you sometimes you have to train your body with the alarm clock. So
do you
here's
have
the
to
thing.
get that installed or like downloaded or something? The internal clock?
No, you just have to naturally have it, which you don't. Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, just
I
ignore
thought
her,
that was
Kourtney.
something you could get installed.
Just anyway. So I was just gonna say that with me and alarm clocks, it's a love-hate relationship. Like, thank you so much for waking me up for my like 4 a.m. call time, but
Yeah.
f- you for waking me up for my 4 a.m. call time. So it's
Yeah.
like this love-hate thing. Like when I was a kid and was waking me up for school, like I would literally I had to get a new alarm clock every day because I would bash it like
I was just about
that
to
was
say,
true. Yeah.
we've bought you a lot of alarm clocks.
We had to get you so many. And
Yeah,
to one point
Mom
where we had
did.
to Mom at one point actually had to have yours custom built so that when you hit it, it hits
doesn't
you
break.
back.
I mean, like,
Yeah, and it
listen,
hits you back.
but listen, like, how rude is it to wake me up when I told you to, even though,
Yeah.
but it's super early. Yeah, I told you to wake me up because I have to be up that early, but how rude.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like, how dare you listen to me?
exactly. Like, I
know what
wasn't
I mean?
thinking when I set that alarm clock at,
Yeah.
at night.
I didn't. I was awake then.
Yeah,
I
was
had
awake.
energy then.
I thought, hey, I will be fine. I'll be well rested. I'll be fine to wake up. But when you actually do it, like, you. Like, I
Yeah.
don't. Like,
I didn't
So
ask for
it
you.
sounds like they're so not watermelon.
they are
so
so
not
watermelon,
because-
but they are
No,
sour.
they're so not watermelon because it's just like, I told you to do something for me. But when I told you to do that, I didn't mean it.
Exactly. But yeah, like alarm clocks, you're so watermelon, but you're like
I
a
get your
sour,
purpose.
watermelon. Like you're sour.
Yeah, I get your purpose. But when you do what your purpose is, so not watermelon.
Yeah, like especially like when I told you to do it, like ugh.
Yeah.
But at least they'll snooze for you guys.
Yeah, but they still look
then
me
it's
up.
like worse because then I'm like anticipating it.
And sometimes I can't, like, I'm so like my eyes are blurry and I can't see the snooze. So like I'll hit like stop or something and I think I hit snooze and then it'll make me late. So like whatever.
So like, who's the winner here?
I don't know.
Well, who makes you late, the alarm clock or you?
The alarm clock.
The alarm. Yeah.
Next topic. Talking behind someone's back. So watermelon or so not watermelon?
It's the way of life.
I mean, yeah, like I don't think society as a whole would function if people didn't talk behind somebody's back.
Yeah,
Yeah, like-
everyone is a little shady.
Yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
a little
Bound to
shady.
happen.
I know some people would prefer me to be more shady than to get up in their face and say it right to them then and there. But sometimes you got to talk behind someone's back and like just
Yeah, because you want to avoid a fight sometimes.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's just-
sometimes.
It's actually healthier.
well,
Is
It's healthy
it?
to talk behind someone's
yeah,
back?
it is healthy.
It avoids fights.
Unless I'm the one being talked about. Then
Okay,
it's not healthy.
it avoids fights, but like that, like I am a fighter and survivor. Like
You'd have to, oh my God.
it is what I have to do. Like I understand talking behind someone's back, like just to be like, like screw them. But like I'm a fighter, honey.
But you
Sometimes
have to
you
be,
have to like
shut
just fight.
up.
No, you
You
shut
have-
up. I'm a
you have-
fighter.
Oh my God.
See, this is why you should talk behind each other's back.
Yeah, I'm going to
Oh,
talk behind
oh,
your
I
back,
could do
Khloe, as soon
both.
as this is over.
Oh, I could do both. Guaranteed. I could do both.
You have to be careful about who you select to talk behind somebody. Like you have to have like a designation person that you would talk to, because if they then go and tell that person, then it's like, what was the point of talking behind someone's back if you're just going to tell them?
In my experience, when I try to tell somebody something that they were supposed to keep between us, they go and tell it anyway because they're talking behind the back, and the back talking just continues. So it is so watermelon because it's just natural. But at the same time, you've got to be a fighter and
It's
you've
just
got to be a
so good.
survivor.
Like you can't tell Kourtney anything.
Nope.
She
What do you
literally
mean?
just goes and tells the person.
Yeah.
But it's behind your back.
When we were kids,
Yeah,
I'd tell
then you're
Kourtney
talking
things.
behind that
When we-
person's back. It's like a reverse.
When we were kids, I would tell Kourtney things, and then she would say, okay, I won't tell. And then she'd go tell mom. So it's just
Yeah.
like, thanks a lot.
I've never told mom anything.
But
Yeah,
to be
you did
fair,
when I told you
Khloe-
not to.
But to be fair, Khloe, you did that too.
Yeah, I did it. It's a way of life. Like I said,
It's an endless cycle, but
It is
it's
an
a
endless
cycle of
cycle.
life
but it's a cycle that I will do everything in my power to fight.
It's
to
not.
keep.
It's a necessary evil.
Sure. Fine. It's still watermelon,
It's
but
so
like,
watermelon.
It's so watermelon.
ugh, kind of.
Last topic. Rain. So watermelon or so not watermelon?
Rain is so watermelon when I'm not driving in it.
Or standing in it.
Yeah.
Rain is so not watermelon.
But like what I like about
I'll avoid rain at all costs.
yeah, rain is nice like as a soothing like noise, like to use like with
Yeah.
cardboard. Like as if you like
Yeah,
listen to my ASMR, I used cardboard and I used it as rain in my video.
Yes, speaking of, Khloe, what the hell? Like, do you have
I have a talent, and that's just something that I do.
Is that something you've been like practicing specific? Can people do that when they go home when get 2 pieces of cardboard?
This is something you have to practice. It's called the roller coaster and the stampede cardboard trick. You take 2 pieces of cardboard. If you look at my hands, very carefully, I'm rubbing them together and they created sounds. And people in the ASMR community loved it.
That was like magical cardboard because I don't know how you did that.
Not really. It was just like
if you
cardboard.
if your hand had moved
I did rip off a piece of a no box for the first one with the rain, but the other ones I just used like a regular box. So I don't know.
If you moved in the wrong direction, does it make the wrong sound or something?
Of course.
So it's a technique.
Yeah, but I didn't really have to practice it. It's just maybe you just have to have the magic touch, the magic fingers. But in the ASMR community, people really loved it. So I'm like, oh my God, I have a calling. So rain
They love screams. Roller coasters are soothing to people.
Yeah. So like what I did was, but like with rain, sometimes, but with rain in general, like to get back on topic, like we don't have to veer off. Like I did a little trick with some cardboard. It's not a big deal. Anybody can do it if you really set your mind to it. If you get booty pop juice, I heard it makes it easier. But but with rain in general, it is nice if you're not in it. But like, unless you're like Drew Barrymore and you want to get out there because you don't want to miss the opportunity, to quote her. But like, sometimes you got to let the rain fall down and, wake your dreams and let it wash away,
up.
your sanity. You know what I mean?
You were not Hillary.
Because sometimes I want to feel the thunder. I want to scream.
I know you
let
wish
the rain
you were, but
fall
you
down.
are
I'm
not
coming clean.
Hillary.
Wow.
What are you talking about? I'm coming clean.
I think that rain is great to look at.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great to look at.
Okay.
Yeah.
But do not put me in that.
Okay.
I'm glad plants, grow from it and everything. And
yes.
It smells nice.
It's really good from botany.
Your favorite subject.
Yeah, when it's right.
You haven't used it at the right times. It's just you.
And maybe I never will use it. You know what I mean?
Let's not get upset, Khloe.
I'm not. I'm coming clean.
And rain goes to the oceans and then down to the coral reefs, right, Khloe?
It does. I think. The sewer system.
Favorite.
The sewer system. I think.
They go into the LA River, where it then flows into the recycling,
the ocean lake,
the Arctic, I think.
Yeah, it does flow from the LA River to the Arctic. I know that.
Did you say the attic?
The Arctic. Oh my God!
Ocean.
Please learn geometry.
Who's
the
smartest?
Me.
And now it's time for segment 3, Who's the Smartest? This is when we're given 3 random words we don't know, and then we try to guess what they mean. Whoever guesses the closest is the smartest. First word, irks or zerts.
Why would you make the X silent?
Let her spell it before she'll get really mad. Just let her spell it.
XERTZ.
Okay.
Because sometimes an X is pronounced like a Z, like xylophone.
Like an H is pronounced Or
Yeah, but I've never heard. Wait, when is an X silent though?
right now. Kim, please, like, don't complicate this, right?
Just try to guess what it means, bitch.
All right. To me, this sounds like, you know how you get chicken pox?
No.
Or you get shingles? To me, this sounds like it's related to like a virus of some sort of breakout.
Like you've got desserts, or is
Yeah,
it
it's like I've
part
got
of
desserts. I've got desserts. I need some.
It sounds like you're saying you've got desserts.
I've got the hurt.
Yeah, like a cool short way to say desserts. Like I'll
Yeah.
have some
I
desserts
got
right
desserts.
now.
What I'm talking about certainly is not a delicious treat. What I'm talking about is something that is like an outbreak. That's what I think it is.
To me, it sounds like a measurement of something. Like you say exertion, which means something, and then zerts is like the shorter thing of exertion, which I think, and quote me on this, I think that means pressure. So zerts is like an amount
measurement of pressure.
Pressure, yeah.
Okay.
I'll say it means some form of electricity.
You got your
that's
bulb.
good.
You
Like
got
zerts.
Your zerts.
your zerts.
Is that something that like that guy from Back to the Future, Doc? I'm pretty sure it's like Doc Green. Didn't he say that? We've got.
Sure.
He was like, Martin, we've got the zerts.
It's Marty, you stupid bitch.
Everything you
sure
just
it's
said is
Martin.
wrong.
Doc Green and Martin, and then the dog Sherlock.
Anyway,
Blasphemy.
I really hope she's wrong. Dear Lord, if she's right.
It means to gulp a beverage down enthusiastically, heartily, and quickly.
Are you? So
Zerts.
that
Zerts
is
are hurt.
pressure, though.
Like, no, Kim.
No,
That
it is
measuring
not.
like pressure.
No, it's not. It's not measuring pressure. It's drinking something quickly.
Like, I zerts that coffee so hard.
I could zerts a Mountain Simdu right now. We look really stupid if we're pronouncing it wrong, but you know what? I don't care.
Yeah,
It sounds cool if it's zerts.
yeah.
After this, I'm gonna go to the coffee shop. I'm gonna zerts the first cappuccino I see. I'm gonna zerts it so good, so hard.
Second word, parenti or parenti. P-E-R-E-N-T-I-E.
It just sounds like a weird version of parental to me.
Or
like parental.
parenti.
Yeah,
Parenti.
like she has a parenty. Like it sounds like an old English word for like a parent or something like that, like parental guidance. You must have your parenty present.
Where's your
to be.
Or like a cute parent. Oh, it's not a parent, it's a parenty.
Wow. I'm just gonna go with like parent related, like
I think it's pronounced parenti, and I think it's a type of tie, like a way to do a knot. This is a parenti, where you take the two ends and you wrap them
around your neck.
Parent.
Don't explain it. Just say it's a tie.
It's a type of way that you can tie something, or a tie, like a parenti. This is a parenti. And para meaning movement, to move.
Love it.
Oh,
Kourtney.
God. I think it means when something either meets or collides. They're at a parenti.
Parenti.
They're
or
meeting
parenty.
halfway.
Right at the borderline.
Right at the borderline.
Or they might cross each other.
Okay. So are they meeting or crossing?
Both. A parenti is the largest monitor lizard of Australia.
Oh my God. This is what Kim was writing. This is an example of what Kim rides, or her clone rides.
Not a clone.
The
a
Glowzilla
body double.
2000. Oh my God.
A body double.
You should have known this, Kim, for all the ingredients you use for your
Listen,
stuff.
and if it's in Australia, then that means it's not too far from Ohio. So that's where Arnold Schwarzenegger is from, right?
Sure. I
Yeah,
mean, it's
let's
not
say
so
that.
far from
I'll
Ohio.
be back down under.
Oh my God.
Something that's very common with the parenting that you'll find is that they do like to tie themselves together.
Shut up, Kim.
When they're fighting.
Yeah, and they like to meet halfway with their parents. Are we just going to really try to find a way for all of us to get a point, Kim?
Well, you have to meet halfway to fight, and when you're fighting, you're tied up together.
But what I will say is that if they have long necks, then they have some serious zerts.
Zerts, yeah. You know that they be zerting.
Yeah, that with that neck, honey, they're zerting.
Last word, Navarchy. Navarchy.
Navarchy. Why does this sound like something that is like, once again, from like old times, like the settlers had to find Navarchy? Like it sounds
they had to find land.
Yeah, like I don't know if it's based on land, but I think it just feels like a settlement. Like it has to do with like settlement or like arranging to have a settlement or something. It's like we have to find Navarchy and justice for our lands. It's like we shall have Navarchy.
So are you talking about liberty or
all
like a peace treaty or something?
Absolutely. All I know is I'm picturing people with very powdery white hats saying these things. Just very, very George M. Washington-esque.
Mm-hmm. Wooden teeth.
Navarchy. Something like that. They probably say it like that.
That was the worst accent you've ever done.
Navarchy. Do what?
Like, never again.
All I'm saying is Navarchy.
Khloe, do you want to speak on one of those nature?
No. What? So I'd be like, you can see here that the parenty is having a zerx as it swallows its Navarchy.
To me, it almost sounds like a cooking style, like the way you would slice a pepperoni or something like that. You have to do it in a Navarchy manner.
Slicing thin?
Yeah, so that it can all come out evenly.
Just pepperoni in particular?
No, but that's the first thing that came to mind because I know that's the most sliced item.
But you could do that with
Not bread,
cucumbers.
But like pepperoni.
I would say pizza is the most sliced item.
I think bread is, but definitely second to that is pepperoni.
Okay, but I'm a little confused on, like, does it have to be meat? Or are you talking about, like, anything could be chopped in, like, a certain manner? Like, what are you saying?
It could be fingers.
But do you not know what you're saying, truly?
So you just mean a precise slice?
Yeah, it's just, you could be wood, food.
Pepperoni,
like.
But you came up with pepperoni first, and I'm just curious.
Because that's one of the most sliced items in the world, Khloe.
Okay, but it's not pepperoni until it's sliced, honey. It doesn't become pepperoni until it's sliced.
No, the sausage is a pepperoni.
Maybe when it's a full sausage, it's just a roni. And then when it's sliced, it's a pepperoni.
Pepperoni, that's what I mean.
No, Khloe, when it's whole, it's a pepperoni. When you slice it, it's a pepperoni.
Love it. I just don't understand why pepperoni was an example. Like, why?
You don't even like pepperoni.
Oh my God. Look up a food that is the most sliced in the world, and I guarantee you're going to get pepperoni.
I'll do it right now.
Thank you. I don't see pepperoni yet. Do you, Kourtney? I'm scrolling. I don't see pepperoni.
It's saying bread is the most sliced.
But, okay, yeah, we all knew that. But do you see pepperoni?
If we were to look at a list of top 100 sliced items, you're going to get pepperoni.
Yeah, maybe as like 100
list in existence.
It would definitely be at least number 55, but it's on that list.
Okay.
I think Navarchy means like chaos, like things are going crazy,
like an anarchy.
Yeah.
What if it's the opposite of an anarchy?
Yeah, like it's what I'm saying. We need to find justice and be, settled and find settlement.
That actually would be the opposite of anarchy if you had that. Khloe.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. But I have no idea.
But you think Navarchy means chaos?
Yeah.
No, not you, Khloe.
No, I know. I'm saying
Then don't say on your behalf.
It means experience of or skill in nautical matters.
Interesting.
So
but I didn't even know what nautical means.
Me either.
So like Navy?
Yeah, it does mean, because it does say naval, navy.
They say nautical at the beginning of SpongeBob, so
True.
I know it's underground.
Yeah, the office or state of Navarre relating to the navy.
Oh, interesting. None of us really thought that.
Yeah,
You know,
Greek word meaning leader of ships.
you know, when you are in a ship
There's
or on a
pepperoni.
ship.
There's a lot
No,
of pepperoni.
when you're on a ship, there are different slices
of pepperoni.
of commandment. And you do have to slice food.
If any of us had said navy, we would have gotten at least a half a point.
Yeah, we didn't get a point. But I just want to say thank you everybody so much for listening.
You did so good.
Yeah, this podcast was silky smooth.
I was rewarding them for doing such a good job of listening. Like they did it. You made it here. And if you made it here, say pepperoni in the comments.
Don't worry, they'll be saying it before we get to this part. I guarantee.
Well, to know that this is specifically for the watermelons who made it here. I want you to say in the comments, "I'm here, pepperoni."
Okay. And also, while you're there, be sure to give us a thumbs up wherever you're listening to us, to give us a good rating.
5 stars.
And actually leave a listener response.
Leave a listener response.
Not pepperoni.
Yes.
No, I want you, those specific people.
No, like you can leave that comment to let us know how watermelon you are at the end.
That you made it all the way here and you did
and we know
so
you are.
good.
We know you are. You guys want more ASMR?
The dedicated fans?
Yeah, the most dedicated fans.
You guys want some more ASMR? You made it this far. You're going to get some ASMR.
No, nobody asked.
Anyway, are you eating? Are you drinking? Are you slicing pepperoni? Are you watching my ASMR video?
Are you the leader of a peace treaty?
It doesn't matter because you're listening to the Kardasim Podcast. Have fun slicing pepperoni.
Well, yeah, I do have fun slicing pepperoni.
But it's not pepperoni until it's sliced.
Yeah, slice the pepperoni.
It is a pepperoni before you slice it.
I love it. Enjoy. Bye.
Put it on your
ASMR.
Put it on your pizza.
Shut up. I'm trying to leave them with some nice ASMR voice.
And go zerts everything.
Yeah, go zerts some pepperoni.
Go zerts and go stop those giant lizards.
Or just that is a person at the end of the day, so maybe leave it alone.
You don't care.
Bye, everybody. Bye. Love it. Love it. Love it so much. I love you more than anybody.